Hi, my name is Ipon Delight. I'm a spoken word artist and I'll be performing an original piece titled The Artist or the Art. This piece means so much to me because it's the first time in a long time I wrote based on true life events. Growing up without a father figure, aside the psychological impact, I watched my family struggle for every major breakthrough. The only one that calls me Auntie Delight, I lost her to cerebral malaria because of gross medical negligence. I know my tomorrow must be greater than today. DTH is an avenue where I can maximize my potentials, and I'm here to seize every ounce of that opportunity. Going into the next stage will be a confirmation of my conviction because I know that I have what it takes to get to the hearts of many, and if I am given that opportunity, I will definitely make good use of it.
I attended a funeral yesterday. Nobody wore black, there were no flowers, no coffin, yet something died. A little girl folded her dreams into her school bag because someone told her be realistic. We buried another future and called it advice. Let me ask, when you stand before a painting, what do you admire? The colors, the brush strokes, or the hands that bled to hold the brush? Because somewhere between the artist and the art, humanity made a choice. We applaud the performance without ever asking how much it costs. Every standing ovation has an atom of misunderstanding. We clap for the evidence while neglecting the story. You call it talent, I call it survival. You call it confidence, wait till you see what happens backstage. I call it composure. You call it resilience, I call it the absence of another option. When did survival become a personality trait? Who teaches a boy to become a man when the first man he loves leaves before the lesson is complete? What happens when your definition of a father shifts from a person to a photograph? God! The more you look, the less you see. For these trenches, now only me know what in my eye don't see. Yet I dare to dream big. So woe betide the man who poses an obstacle to a speedy vehicle. Just when I had it all figured out, life hits me with another tragedy. A little girl, too young to become a memory, but cerebral malaria had other plans, obviously. Auntie Delight, buy something for me, were her last words to me. How does a family pronounce the word tomorrow when yesterday never leaves? And to the vast majority that know celebrity gossip better than your neighbor suffering, I'm here to remind you we're human beings. Since there's nobody to confide in, poetry became the language my tears were too proud to speak. So this stage isn't where I perform, it's where the performance ends. It's where the broken break without falling apart. So next time you admire the art, ask yourself, who is the artist when the lights go off? Because behind every masterpiece is a person with thousands of reasons to stop creating, but created anyway. And that, my dear, is the greatest art of all. Thank you.
It's a delight to listen to somebody do spoken word that is not the typical, you know. And what you chose to speak about is in between the lines. She's talking about creativity, the creator, but in between the lines. Not too many spoken word artists try to go there. They usually want to say, NSAS happened, police, their papa died, their mama died, papa, one man, they beat his wife. Not to mock those stories, but it's too frequent. However, you found a way to tell your story, tell someone else's story, but still stay in between the lines, because that's where your stories connect, in between the lines. So we say, yes, I wish you good luck.
All right. IK.
Like, what kind of topics do you usually write on? What are your usual?
I do variety.
Sorry?
I do variety, romance, humors, gospel. I feel like I am very,
Romantic.
no.
Delight, I think that you are, you speak well and people listen, and you did get my attention. I'll give you a yes.
Thank you.
What up, guys? If you like what you just watched, make sure you subscribe and share with your friends because it's dope, it's lit. You know what it is, huh?